Hi, my face is all white. um, all right, so I just got off the phone with a client slash friend, and I just want to make this video really fast. So I'm tapping on my chest. So everyone who follows the Renegade Yogi page, you guys know I don't want to hear your stories. Don't tell me the story. I don't want to know the story. I don't need the story. I just need to know where we want to go. So this person is a friend that I support in their path, and she's doing an amazing job. She's just doing such a beautiful job, and I love her like love you like crazy. You know who you are. So I just got off the phone, and I let her tell me the story, but I had her tap. So if you want to tell the story of whatever happened to you, just tap through, tapping, telling the story. So she's telling the story, is making her cry, which is fine. Tapping through, or just tapping on your chest is fine, you know, as you tell the story. All right. So, and then I had her just say, as you tell the story, you know, after she gets off the phone with me, just to change the story, instead of telling the story over and over, instead of regurgitating the story, just to say, I'm pushing off, I'm pushing off, I'm pushing off, whatever that means, I'm pushing off. And what that's going to help her do, she doesn't even have to know what it means to push off. But it's just a way to acknowledge that, you know, because the main point was every tear you shed is healing. Every tear that you shed, every single drip of water from your eyes is clearing an internal space. And it's letting go of more that isn't you. And it's creating more room, more space for more love. So every tear you shed goes somewhere. It's all good. She's doing a great job. And if you are crying, if you cry about something that's going on with you, you're doing a great job, and you're just clearing and making room for more love. And you just want to say, you know, just I think is best. I'm pushing off. I'm pushing off. And when you say you're pushing off, you know that you're learning, you're growing, you're growing, you're raising your vibration, you're healing, you're creating that space for that love, and you're just doing a great job. And oh my God, I'm so proud of this one person, but she's just like so many of the Renegade Yogis out there. You guys are doing a great job, and I love you like crazy. Just keep crying and keep moving through, and you know, I'm pushing off, I'm pushing off, I'm pushing off, just tapping through whatever's happening. And it doesn't even have to be reality, because this person that I'm talking about is reacting basically to a situation. Oh, so what we do is, if somebody does something, we interpret it as if we had done that action, and then we react to it as ourselves. So in this person's case, what's actually happening isn't really true. I mean, she could tell me the story, and she's not lying. She's telling me exactly what this person said and exactly what happened. But the person that she's talking about is living in a completely different reality. And so my friend slash client is interpreting the actions of this person as if she had done those actions. And this is just what people do. This is just normal. That's the way your mind works. We see what somebody does and we think, well, if I did that, it would mean this. And then we react to that. And that doesn't make it true. But it is true for us. That's our reality. That's why meditating and calming your mind is so important. Also, when you're in fear, 100 level vibration, your mind is easily programmed. And then your whole physical body is used by whoever programmed you. So they may not be doing it intentionally. Like if a parent does it to a child, like if I scream at my child and I put them in fear, then I can program them. Whether I'm doing it consciously and intentionally, it doesn't matter. It's still happening. So, so many stories are flooding my head right now about my childhood. My parents, you know, were awesome, but less than perfect behavior, you know, and I know I'm lucky that I could hear angels since I was little, and they would just talk. I would hear them instead step in and say, they're just angry, they're just sad right now, they're just scared. They're just scared. Don't listen to her right now, don't listen to him right now. He doesn't mean any of this. But a little kid that can't hear angels maybe is going to go, everything my parent is saying is true. And then they internalize it and they get programmed through that fear. So if you choose to, it doesn't matter where you get your news or whoever you listen to, the fifth agreement is be skeptical but learn to listen. It's fine to listen, but you really need to keep track of your own vibration. And if you're moving into a fear-based vibration, know that you're lowering your vibration and you're lowering the collective vibration. And then you have to decide if you really want to do that. Is that a good choice for you? Maybe it is. Maybe, you know, being in a big group of people all afraid of the same thing feels good at the time, and it's a good experience that maybe your spirit wants you to have. Just because you're doing it for that moment doesn't mean you're going to do it for the rest of your life. But it's good for everyone to go through lower vibrational resonances and frequencies so that they can see what it feels like and just make choices for themselves later on. You can't be a victim and empowered at the same time. So I just watched a video of the guy who started the hashtag Walk Away movement, and I don't remember his name. I wish I could, but he is so beautiful. He is one of the most attractive human beings I would say that I have ever seen. And so I think I'm almost 100% sure that he started the hashtag Walk Away campaign or whatever. Anyway, you know, he went through lower vibrational stuff to get to where he is now, and now he's doing something different. So people move through lower vibrational things, and then they decide where they want, what feels best. So sometimes a lower vibration feels better. Maybe it's only feeling better to the ego, but that's still okay. Whether somebody wants to be empowered or a victim, they can change. You could change your news source. So you can actually believe one thing wholeheartedly, switch where you get your news from and who you allow to program you with their reality, and then you can completely change, and you can change your vibration, and then you have to make choices for yourself. Even the people that swear that this is real, this is real, this is real, and they're so sure, you know, and they're in the vibration that they're in, and they're victims of their own vibration because they're totally 100% sure that whatever they're following and listening to is so true, and it's 100%. That's a fine way to live. There's nothing wrong with that. I probably would choose to walk away from I didn't mean to do that, but walk away from someone who's in a lower vibration trying to tell me their story, because they'll probably be trying to get me in their reality, and I wouldn't want their reality. I went through lower vibrational victimhood in my own time, you know, long time ago, and it was an important part of my journey. But when I started noticing that I sound a lot like Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite, and I said, do I want to sound like Uncle Rico? No. So I changed, but I chose to change, and now if I sound like Uncle Rico, I catch it faster, but I can also just pay attention to my vibration. So the Renegade Yogi stuff is all about raising your vibration and blessing, loving, forgiving, and respecting the free will choices of other people and disconnecting from that drama. but that's not going to be the way everyone wants to choose to live. And I know people who are polarized to that. They throw shade, as it were, to me. And I get they just can't hear me. And I get that most people are used to people being on a side. And if you're not on their side saying what they're saying, they just automatically assume you're on the other side. So I've learned the same lesson so many times, that you can't show one side's opinion to the other side just to give them information, just to try and make them feel better, because trying is not doing. And I learned this recently. Trying to make someone feel better, trying is not doing. And I have to be okay with that. And I just have to remember what I tell everybody else. You can only handle your little corner of the universe. And then how you choose to live your corner, whatever you choose to do with your corner of the universe, you're going to impact the people you impact. And that's it. And when I've tried to talk people out of their feelings or talk people out of their pain, it just reinforces their pain. They dig their heels in. And so in trying to save people from their own pain and their own mind, I create more pain in my little corner of the universe. And I know it must sound selfish, but I really have tried. I'm almost 50, and I've tried. I've tried and tried, which is not doing and not doing, to save people from their pain and try and help them see, what other people see. And the best example I can think of right now, it's in my head, is people who think that there's all these white supremacists and that's why Trump got elected, and they just don't realize how many people have been connected, anonymously online for decades, since at least 1993 there was no internet, but there were still people who knew things, and they've been sharing information quietly since 93 that I know of. People sharing information quietly. And so I try to help people understand, and it just blows up in my face. People think you're on the other side, and then they can't listen to you, and then their fear just blows up in your face. But all I can do is keep my own vibration as high as possible and help people raise their vibration. And if you need to tell a story to yourself, just tap through. So it has a healing element to it. Trying is not doing. I keep trying. It's not working. I keep trying to save people from their pain. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Can't save people from their pain. Whatever your story is, whatever that you want to talk about, just tap through it, and it'll take that healing vibration and separate you from the story. Because when you tap through the story, it's like telling yourself, I really want to let this go. I really want to use this as a push off. I want to push off from this. And when you push off from it, it now becomes like food for your own spiritual growth. So when you push off anything you can push off from, anything that causes you pain, anything where there's resistance and attachment that you notice, just tap through it. Tell the story and tap through the whole time. And just push off. I'm pushing off. I'm pushing off from this. I'm pushing off from this. Not pushing away. Pushing away, it can be more like resistance. But pushing off means I'm going to jump off, like a diving board. I'm going to jump off this and raise my vibration. So I'm pushing off this. And watch your posture. When you're all hunched over, you don't believe in yourself, you have a lower vibration. But when you get in alignment, remember, this is trying, this is resisting, and then in alignment. So the more you can be in alignment, just get into alignment. When you glow, look, see, I'm glowing. All right, I love you, love you, love you. Push off from all your pain and your resistance and your attachments. Just push off, keep growing, growing, growing. Every tear serves a purpose. Every tear heals you. Remember, you're just perfect. You're perfect, beautiful, perfect love and light. And every tear clears out crap that's not you, because you are perfect love and light. That's why I love you. So easy for me to love. I love you. Thank you.